We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Cardinals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Touchdown, New York. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And drive number 1 for them was a punt. We'll see what drive number 2 holds here.
And oftentimes you think to yourself,
and this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed formation is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Johnson's got it complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Tua. Pass incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jihad Ward with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. This a 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Well, this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Tua now on 1st down. He's got this downfield to McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Up to the 42.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Catch made here by Campbell. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Jones on 1st down. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them in the end zone as the first half winds down.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are once again back in front. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the... Derrick Henry all alone! And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's good for the Cardinals.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All right, come on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Touchdown, Giants! Isaiah Hodgins as the first half is winding down. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, and now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw here is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, but look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for the Cardinals.
They'll run it again with Henry. Breaks a tackle.
Missed.
This will not go down. And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down. On first down, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Play action. Now it's Tua. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they can't bring him down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tua now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 58, Cardinals 13. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down.
Why shift the crew? Why shift the crew?
Hodgins in motion. Throwing on first down. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are pouring it on. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Cardinals 13. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're right here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, a heck of a move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Cardinals.
32 stinger.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
20 TX. Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
102 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Jones. Being chased out left. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, this game was never really in doubt, CD, especially in the second half. They were always up by at least a couple of scores. And, in fact, in the second half, their defense pitched a shutout. They were really impressive.
They took the drama away, didn't they?